Hey guys, welcome to another session Art and Craft with Akanksha. Now I'm going to teach you how to make a fan. I know this is the simplest. This is out for all those little babies who would love to have these little fans, and you can use these fans to decorate your curtains. You can use it to fan yourself when it's super hot. I'm going to create little polka dots on this paper and then teach you the technique of creating a fan fold. Let's start it. So I think I'm pretty happy with what I've created, this pattern of polka dots. Now I'm going to teach you how to do a fan fold. Let's do it. Now we're going to put glue. So here's a fan that you've created. It's a very simple fan. There can be complex ways to it, and I would love to see if you want to explore it in your own manner. You could even attach similar patterns over here to make a full circle out of it. So it definitely is your choice. This is just one technique that I've taught you, and you can use this fan to fan yourself. Happy summer! I would like to ask you a question. The question goes like, how many of you all like to fidget? You must be having fidget cubes, you must be having slime, you must be having so many things to fidget with. Like the sand, kinetic sand. There's so many things nowadays. But imagine if you get the opportunity to create anti-stress fidget object using the technique of origami. I think it would be just so wonderful. So let's try that out. Imagine making it with your own hands and then playing it all the time. It'll be so much fun. For today's session, you will be needing some colored papers, and the size of these colored papers should be 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. It should be a perfect square. It should not be a rectangle because, well, we do origami, we generally use square papers, which help us build and fold in a better manner. And the other thing that is very important that you must be having is a ruler. I just have this triangular ruler at home, so I'm going to use this. But you can have a ruler to measure the paper and cut it in exactly 15 by 15 centimeters. Then you need a pencil, a pair of scissors, pen, eraser, glue, brush pens, and again a little bit of paper. I'm going to take you step by step through the whole process. You don't need to get worked up if you're not able to figure it out. I'm going to be very slow while giving instructions so that you are able to comprehend with me. And it's pretty simple. It's just that you need to be aware of what you're doing and go slowly step by step. And you just need to learn one and then you need to repeat the whole process. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's start. I will be taking this paper. I'm going to keep it upside down. So now this portion, as you see, this corner and this corner, I'm going to fold it. See, it's very simple. I'm just simply going to fold it. With the help of my ruler, I'm going to fold the entire. I'm doing this so that the corners are crisp and the final outcome comes very neat and clean. Okay, so now the next step, you will have to take this portion and put it back over here at this corner. Take a ruler, do the ends very crisply. And now the other side, take this edge and put it to this edge. For the next step, we open the entire paper, but you can see it has these folds and creases. It goes like zigzag. So we open the entire paper, stretch it, but you can see the folds are really crisp and ingrained. So now my next step will be, so now I have folded everything in this way. I'm going to turn the paper over. I'm going to take this side now and fold it over here like this. When you do that, you're making a line in between the other folds. See, these folds and then this fold. I hope this is simple till now. Now in the next step, we will take this folded paper and fold it once more. Then again, we are going to take this edge and fold it once more. So this is why the paper needs to be a little thinner, because when it's an origami paper is always very flimsy and thin, but at the same time it is pretty good to deal with. It's not, don't take hard papers, they will never let you work in a very flexible way. So now you see, we've got this. Okay, now the next step is, you're going to take this edge and overturn it. You're going to take this and fold it backwards. Okay. You know what? You can also take help from your family members, like your adults. You involve them in this work. They will also have a lot of fun while doing it, and maybe both of you together come up with something super interesting, because some of the steps, it might be a little difficult to comprehend for the younger ones, but if your parents or your adults or the adults at home help you with this, I think both of you will have a lot of fun. So now you see, my next step was that it was folded like this. I'm going to take back and fold it again. Okay, I'm going to repeat the same thing over here. So we've achieved this. Now we're going to open the entire paper again. See, so many folds we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 from the first time we folded, and now we have got so many folds. So now the next step will be making a fan fold. I know all the kids till grade 5 are aware of this fan fold, because we've done the technique of origami before, and we're going to start pleating it now. I'm going to show you how. It's really interesting. Huh? We're going to take this like this. It's just as simple as creating a fan. So now I've created a fan fold. It came like a fan fold before also, but at some points it was not exactly pleated, uh, turned up and turned down. So I on purpose did it to create a fan fold, as you can see. And now the next step. We are going to open the entire thing. And as you can see, the very first step that we had, we folded these. So now we're going to do the same again. So you can see the creases still exist, and this is why I use the ruler to create the creases so that they always are there, because this helps you build it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it according to the folds that I did before. I'm going to flap backward and like this. And now I'm again going to create a fan fold. I'm going to press it really hard because I want my creases to be well. If you want, you can use a lot of pressure with the ruler to create the creases in a very good manner. So we've achieved this. So now our next step is the next step is a little tricky, but I know you guys are so smart that you will be able to do it. I'm going to show you a few things that you have to be very aware of. So as you can see, we have two sides to it. One is this one, which has three different portions to it. It's as you can see, one, and there's the middle one. 1, 2, and 3. We're not going to use this side. We're going to use the opposite side. Now, what we're going to do is start opening the folds like this. We're going to open it, and we are going to create the letter V out of this. We are going to open it a little bit and start folding the fans on each side differently, like creating a V out of it. See, we created the letter V. And now we actually need something like this. So this will in the end turn out to be something like this. Wait and watch. Now from the bottom portion, from the bottom side, we are going to take another layer to this side. Now we are going to do the same thing as we did. We're going to separate it. We will separate this from each other. We will fold it, and this will create the letter N. Now there's another fold over here. We're going to take that out. We have successfully created the letter W. So now we have 2 of these. Now I'm going to make 2 more of these. Then we are going to stick it together. So let's do it again. Now it's time to take the glue and glue it up. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take this portion. Now we're gonna let it dry before I give you the final tryout how this works. But this looks so pretty, my god. And I hope it was easy. So you will have to six. So now the final result has come out. This piece I first let it dry because I used glue, and it's the glue needs to dry before we can actually work it out. See? So you can keep on playing with it, moving it in, moving it out. See? It's so much fun. And you know, guys, I tried this for the first time in my life ever. And if I can do it, then you can too do it. Just keep a little bit of patience and everything will work out very well.